Hello, and welcome to my next Let's Play. This is Sherlock Holmes and the Case of the Silver Earring. I'm guessing this might be the silver earring in question. Who knows? We'll find out. Now I'm playing this, and I think I've got kind of a bit of a challenge, not for myself, but for the game. And that is that I should be able to play this without prior knowledge coming in, without using a walkthrough or getting outside hints, or just randomly clicking on the screen. And I have a little chart, because I have a notepad, because this is a deduction puzzle-y game, so I will probably need a pad, where it will gain points for every time I have to do that. Every time I have to go to a walkthrough, or ask for hints, or I don't think there's a hints mechanism in this game, or if I start randomly clicking on the screen, this game will gain points. And we can then judge how difficult it is. Or maybe not. Maybe completely and utterly rubbish. But hey, it'll be interesting just to compare games. I picked this one first because I'm a massive fan of Sherlock Holmes. And I've not played it, so it kind of fits this kind of idea. So let's have a go, and let's see what our case is.
Dear Mr. Holmes, please let me thank you one more time for your help in solving the case of the Turkish medallion. I'm sure that if the story could go public, the whole country would be as grateful as I am to you. As you may have surmised, I have a very urgent and confidential matter which requires your immediate assistance. You probably are aware that we are going to celebrate the birthday of a very important person, a member of the government. I can't mention their name in this letter for obvious reasons. The most famous and accomplished artists were selected and invited to perform. We are confident about their reputations. However, we have concerns about one performer in particular, a young Italian diva, Gallia, as there are certain rumours circulating about her. She has also provoked great acclaim in every European capital where she has appeared. We want to include her in this gala event, but have reservations about her reputation.
Oh dear.
She is, as fortune would have it, in London for another engagement.
Coincidentally.
Sir Bromsby has invited her to perform during a reception to commemorate the return of his daughter to England. Due to reasons of politics and security, I can't attend the reception myself. Apart from yourself, I do not know anyone else I would be able to complete a mission of such importance. Together with this letter, I am sending 2 invitations, as I assumed your eminent colleague, Dr. Watson, would be accompanying you.
You put that in yourself,
A cab will
didn't you?
arrive at 221B Baker Street at 8 p.m. to take you to Sherringford Hall.
Yeah.
Even though I know that the prospect of attending a private concert given by perhaps the best voice in Europe is very attractive for a music lover like yourself, please allow nothing to distract you from this important mission. Yours sincerely, Lord Cavendish Smith.
How can we refuse a mission of such importance? Appearances to the contrary, I believe that the future of the nation can depend on our presence.
Why?
Are you with me?
If the future of the nation depends upon our presence, Holmes, then you can count on me.
Why are we here? It's incredibly important. Why? Sherlock Watson.
Please come right in. According to the request of Lord Cavendish Smith, during the dinner you'll be seated together.
What do you know about Sir Bromsby, Holmes?
I have never met the man, and I do not follow what is written in the newspapers.
Yes, you do.
However, I can tell you that Sir Bromsby is a man of approximately 50 years old, tall in stature. He is impulsive and may be prone to violent outbursts. He is of low birth, has few intimate friends, and does not like women. He must be a very aggressive businessman who would not hesitate to go beyond the law if it served his purposes. I'd like to add that today he is going to make a very important declaration concerning his business. And you, Watson, what have you heard about him?
Well, I doubt that I would be able to give as detailed a description as you have just recited. Holmes, how can you say you do not know the man and give such an account?
Watson, you know my methods. Look at the stage and the stand near the fireplace. It is obvious that they are prepared for a very tall man. I see the hostess and servants anxiously glancing in the direction of a door from which their employer must enter. Their expressions go beyond nerves and suggest fear. Only a violent and unpredictable man can cause such anguish. Now look at the guests. The men present at this party are mainly composed of military officers and rich entrepreneurs. All of them are in their 50s and are clearly business associates, so I decided that he is of their age. Furthermore, to have risen as rapidly as he has in this society, Sir Bromsby would have to be a very ruthless and intelligent businessman. The women present reveal much. Beautiful women and young girls, all neatly but rather cheaply dressed. Watson, look more carefully. There are no chaperones. No ladies would appear in public without suitable escort, I assure you. They stare at the youngest gentleman to find a convenient cavalier and cluck like chickens at the smallest idiocy. In short, a man who would invite only business associates and women of the lower classes to the birthday party of his only child must have few friends, rather poor taste in women, and little regard for his daughter. Another item of note, but not the least, observe that group of men speaking very quickly. It's a group of reporters armed with their notebooks gathered together now that the time of the address is coming. These are not the society reporters for the Times sent to cover a gala birthday party. These are the regular reporters who would come only to gain news about the future of the Bromsby Empire. I will conclude by saying that no man, except a lunatic, would accept such an arrangement of tables and furniture. Look quickly, Watson. I hear applause. Sir Bromsby is coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me thank you all for attending this special reception. In fact, this moment is a turning point for many people.
Smoke. Oh dear.
Watson, quick! Tell Miss Lambert not to allow anyone to leave and to send a man for the police immediately.
Okay, so poor Sir Bromsby has been shot. He wouldn't actually be called Sir Bromsby. I'm guessing Bromsby is his surname rather than his first name. So that means he should be Sir whatever his first name is. Unless his first name is Bromsby. But I think his surname's Bromsby. So that means he would be Sir Bromsby. Weird. Okay, aha. We have some things. We have a magnifying glass, a tape measure, test tube for studying things. And we have a book of things. We can go to the exit for Watson, or we can stay Sherlock Holmes. I don't think we can go upstairs. Dear Mr. Holmes, please allow me to thank you. So this is what was read out. Okay. In the opening cutscene. Let me get the second note. Celebratory program in honor of the return of Miss Lavinia Bromsby. So it's the surname. So I don't know what his first name is. Away for 6 years at a Swiss boarding school and her 18th birthday. Addressed by Sir Bromsby. French dinner. Recital overture by Philharmonic Orchestra of Uxbridge. Interpretation of Faust opera extracts by famous diva Gallia. Garden party with English treatment. English treatment? Pass. So, we have a thing. Let's have a look at this. Read the note.
The first handwriting is small and elegant. The second is hurried and forceful.
Here. The Sir Bromsby speech. Acknowledgements. If a notable person is present, do not forget to forget to acknowledge them. You welcome your daughter. You then invite her to enter the ballroom. When she is on stage, you make your speech for the journalists. Don't forget the villager and the servant. Okay. Shooting at pigeons isn't mentioned in program. I think pigeons has been misspelled. I think it has a D in it. Miss Lambert added this at the last moment. Don't forget to mention this. Okay. I'm guessing this is the speech of Sir Bromsby. You can only really talk to these people on the stage, so I don't know why you're on the stage. Let's talk to the man looking after Sir Bromsby.
Excuse me, if I may. I am Sherlock Holmes.
What do you wish to know?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I must ask, who are you?
I am the doctor from the village near the hall.
Hooray! What can you tell us about Sir Bromsby?
Is he still breathing?
He died instantly.
Oh dear. Can you tell us anything about the bullet?
Where is the bullet?
It's still in the body. I must obtain police authorization to extract it.
Okay, well,
Thanks, Doctor.
Never mind.
Let's talk to this man. You went on the stage. You must have gone on the stage. What can I...
Good
get from
day.
you?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. Would you mind if I asked several questions?
If it helps you.
What are you doing here?
What precisely was your relationship with the victim?
We were partners with the old scoundrel. I'm sorry, Sir Bromsby. He personally invited me. He
Sir,
gave me every
capitalised.
assurance there would be plenty of fresh meat, if you take my meaning. Well, there was, but some of it was quite cold.
Take it up with the cook. Right, what can you tell us about Sir Bromsby?
Were you an associate of the victim?
Yes, he seems so much bigger when he's lying down rather than standing.
You seem a little flippant about the fact that a man has just been shot.
Did you notice anything peculiar at the time of the shooting?
I jumped up, and then I looked in the direction of the shot. There, I saw that little flirt, Miss Bromsby. She seemed to be placing something in her handbag amid a cloud of smoke. Then she rushed to the stage. I must say, her sudden inheritance should be a fine present for her birthday.
Okay,
Well,
thank you.
very much.
It is nothing, dear fellow.
If I can avoid talking to you, I'll be very happy. Right. Let's talk to Miss Lavinia.
Please, sir, I have nothing to tell you. Everyone stands ready to accuse me of this foul deed. I have done nothing. I have only seen my father die before my very eyes on day of my majority.
Well, I want to do something about that.
This
What
young
happened?
lady tells the truth. I can attest to her every move since she first appeared in the doorway. Beg your pardon for speaking so boldly, miss.
What
Where
happened?
were you at the moment of the shooting?
I was near the bar speaking with Colonel Patterson. Everybody started applauding and turning towards the stage. I turned to look through the crowd.
So what did you
Did
see?
you notice anything in particular?
When one of the doors opened, I did see a person hidden from the other's view. A beautiful young lady stood just at the threshold. I felt somewhat ashamed for staring at her so intensely, but her considerable charms captured my full attention until the dreadful shooting took place.
Are
Lavinia.
you sure it was Miss Bromsby?
Yes, Colonel Patterson was next to me and can confirm what I saw. It seems to me that no one else was near us at that precise moment.
And what do you
What
do
is your
here?
reason for being here?
I owe it to Colonel Patterson. We met each other several days ago at his club. He kindly persuaded me to accompany him.
Why? Ah, okay, so immediately jumped to... So then, Colonel Patterson. Hopefully not related to...
That shot was
Twilight.
dreadful, wasn't it?
It's neither the first nor probably the last I shall hear in my life. Tell me, young man, are you a barman or not? Because I'm dying from thirst.
Wow, that voice acting is quite bad. What happened during the shot?
Where were you precisely when the tragedy occurred?
We had been standing at the bar until the shot rang out, and I personally remained at the bar after it.
You've got certain priorities. Lavinia,
Did you
what about
happen to
Lavinia?
notice Miss Bromsby at that moment?
Impossible. My eyesight is so deucedly poor that I would not even notice if a fly fell into my whiskey.
Really?
Yes, damn shame. But I have a fine ear. I can offer much
Really?
when the questions are about sounds. I can tell you that from all the applause, that old Bromsby had arrived and entered from my right. For the sound to have carried so well, the crowd must have been parted in that direction. I will add that if Lieutenant Harrington says that he saw a flea dancing with a fly in this place, you can take it on trust.
But you're talking about the fact that you can't hear, but you can hear brilliantly, but you've been leading into this. Anything else?
Is there anything else you recall?
Well, hold on a moment. I do have a scoop for your tabloid. I can assure you that Bromsby was killed with a Wright revolver of small caliber.
What can you tell us about Lieutenant Harrington?
How long have you known Lieutenant Harrington?
See?
We met at my officers' club several days ago.
That matches.
A brave boy, you can believe me. What could be better than to invite him to be my guest at this reception, where he could make many fair acquaintances?
Thank
Goodbye.
you for this information, sir.
Colonel to you.
Sorry.